Hi, Jatin.
Hello, Vijay.
So you can see the screen right now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. You have to share specific screen. In Excel sheet. There are two things. If you want to share specific screen, only select that specific screen. Or else if you want to share the entire screen, you will have an option. Now you see anything I change here, you'll be able to see. Hmm? That's there in the Hangout itself. When you go to the share screen options, screen or specific page. So we like to do this one rather than the other. Okay. So Jatin, did you get a chance to go through this sheet data crash process?
Yes, actually, I did go through this sheet, but I was sort of not able to visualize what the fields are, how they are going about, and
Okay.
stuff.
Uh, I guess you also have access to this folder docs in my Google
Yes, I
Drive, and
right,
in that there is a folder by name commissions.
right,
As this is a part of commissions, I moved it in commissions folder, and the next
right,
folder is data crash process VJ because this
right.
one was altered by me when I was going through with Rupa. Rupa is the business user who is
Okay,
doing this crashing process right now with our current DSR.
okay,
So when I say DSR, it is daily sales reporting, the current
right.
system that is active and being used by wireless vision employees across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
Now, the crashing process is actually performed to make sure that we are getting the actual payments. We are paid for all the uh, sales that we performed in the
mm-hmm.
197 stores that we have.
Okay,
Okay, so now this current system is known as DSR, and T-Mobile uh, sends as a file.
okay.
So the first file what T-Mobile sends us is known as it's carrier also. If you see the raw files, you'll have in the raw files
Mm-hmm.
commissions raw files. You see this commissions all.
Right.
That is a raw file that we receive from T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. Right.
Just to, I want to place this one also in the same folder so that you can go through that. But it is not the same exact file.
Okay.
Okay, you're seeing this 4143075 all underscore wireless vision LLC.
Right.
So this is the file. What happens is the moment the file is ready from the T-Mobile and for a specific period for which they are paying us or doing the reconciliation,
Mm-hmm.
they save the file on a T-Mobile SharePoint site, which we have access to, and they send an email to the commissions supervisor and the director of commissions team,
Okay.
saying that the file is ready for the crashing process or file is ready for our due diligence. Now,
Right.
once they receive the email, they log into the intranet site. The file naming convention will be something like this with the date.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh,
call it
okay.
all underscore wireless vision LLC because they have different clients, right? So we are one among them. So
Okay.
all the business that is done on behalf of wireless vision towards T-Mobile, they save
Mm-hmm.
it in this Excel and share it with us on an intranet site, and we log in and download that one.
Okay.
So when we are downloading that file, we download it into local. Right now, what they're doing is the crashing team, whoever is doing this, they download it locally onto their machine, and
Mm-hmm.
then they start doing the reconciliation between the DSR, the current system, and this T-Mobile file.
This T-Mobile file. Okay.
Okay, so now we have the T-Mobile file downloaded from the internet site. Next step, what they do is they go into the DSR, the current system.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay.
Our current system is this one.
Okay.
So they go to the DSR,
Sales and commission. Okay.
not sales and commission. In the admin panel, they have option to export all the DSR.
DSRs. Okay.
Right. So what they do is based on the file that is received from T-Mobile. Let's say this T-Mobile file is from March 1st,
Okay.
2014 to March 31st, 2014. I'm giving the dates and all are only I'm giving a rough dates because I'm not sure whether they belong to, but this is
Right.
what they give.
Okay.
Let's say this file, whatever they have uploaded in the intranet site, is for if it is for this specific period of time,
Period. Okay.
what we do is we go to the our DSR, our internal system, we
Mm-hmm.
go to the same dates, whatever they have mentioned, like March to March
First
1, 2014,
to 31st
and
March.
right, March 31st, 2013, we take all
Right.
markets, all stores, and we create an export file.
Right.
When I click export, it will export all the records during this period of time into an Excel sheet.
Okay.
Okay, so that file is saved as a WVDSR month and year dot XLS file.
Okay.
So basically, there are one is a DSR export file, one is a T-Mobile file. We have
Right.
two files now.
Right.
So these two files, what they do is they create a new file
Okay.
by name. See this one WVDSR month and
Okay.
space month and year.
Right.
So when we open that file, what they do is they create tabs in it. First tab
Right.
will be for the data that is coming in from T-Mobile.
Okay.
So they open the T-Mobile downloaded file, select all the data on the sheet,
Mm-hmm.
copy it,
Mm-hmm.
and bring it onto one sheet in this
Tab.
WBDSR month here. I'll show you once it opens.
Okay.
It will take a little time. It's a
Okay.
178 or the 300 MB file.
Okay. Oh.
So there will be anywhere between 70 to 100,000 records.
Okay.
Still processing, not yet started. I don't know how much time will take. Huh? Oh, if you cancel now, we are stuck there.
Sorry.
Okay, are you seeing this file now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, here you go. You see the T-Mobile tab?
Yes, I can.
Okay, now all the information on this tab is the file that we have received from T-Mobile.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and all the DSR export file is
Mm-hmm.
copied into this DSR tab.
Okay.
So these two are the master files, T-Mobile and DSR.
These.
These two
Okay.
tabs. First,
Right.
when we saved them separately, but
Right.
here I didn't save them. Assume that there are two different files that we received.
Right.
DSR is the
Uh-huh.
DSR export, T-Mobile is the T-Mobile file
Is
that
the
we are
Timur
receiving.
correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, after receiving them, we are bringing them into one workbook as different sheets.
Right.
Okay. And we are
Okay.
naming that file as WVDSR space month year.
Okay.
Okay, that is a file name we are giving. So if you see this
File name.
WVDSR space month and year, generally it will be April 2014 or March 2014. Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Now the next thing is um, so turn filter on DSR and deselect data features and prepaids from product column.
Column.
If
Okay.
you see here, you're applying filter
Right.
on product type
Uh-huh.
and
DSR and
deselect data features and prepaids from product column.
right.
So you're deselecting data features and prepaid.
And prepaid.
So
Right.
basically what you're seeing is all for postpaid and upgrade scenarios.
Okay.
So now all the data after filtering out, now all the data that you are seeing is only for the postpaid and upgrades.
Right.
Whatever you are seeing as contract renewal is an upgrade. Whatever you are seeing as
Mm-hmm.
postpaid is a postpaid. Add a line is
Okay.
also postpaid.
Okay.
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 Now from activity column deselect deact and OK to apply the filters.
Okay.
Now this is the activity type. There are
Right.
three different items: activation, deactivation,
Activation
and
and
reactivation.
activation. Right.
Now we are concerned only with the activations and reactivations. We are not
Activations.
paid for the deactivation. So
Okay.
we uncheck that and apply the filter again.
Okay.
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 Copy the data into a new tab called pp underscore upgrade.
Upgrade. Okay.
Basically, this is we are differentiating. We are taking all this data into a separate file as
File.
postpaid and
Upgrade.
upgrades.
Upgrade. Correct.
So you see this,
Yes, I can see that. Yep.
see the PP upgrade.
Yes.
So we extract this one, all the data after the applying the filters. We
Uh-huh.
extract the data into a
This one.
separate sheet and
Right.
rename the sheet as PP underscore
PP
upgrade.
upgrade. Right.
Okay,
Okay.
and you go right now. You're done with the DSR part. Now you want to do the same thing. You want to bring postpaid um,
No.
data features and postpaid from T-Mobile tab. So you go on to
Okay.
the T-Mobile tab.
Tab. Okay. Again the
Actually,
same
we,
thing.
did, we no, no, we actually did it on T-Mobile tab. This one
Oh.
was okay. Now these are the filters that you have to apply.
Okay.
You uncheck data feature and prepay. The
Prepaid.
rest all are postpaid and upgrades. And here
Right.
you want activations and reactivations, and you
Deactivation.
just uncheck deact.
Yeah.
So this information, all this filtered information is copied into the sheet postpaid underscore upgrade,
Okay.
and you go to the T-Mobile tab, apply the filters, same filters for product type and activity,
Mm-hmm.
copy all the data into T-Mobile underscore act.
Right. Right.
Okay, so this is the file that we have extracted, which says only for the upgrades and postpaid.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now in T-Mobile, now they don't need all the columns that they are copying from T-Mobile tab.
Mm-hmm.
So what the business user is doing is they are identifying few tabs, few
Mm-hmm.
columns which are not required for this crashing process, and they are deleting them.
Okay.
And there are few columns that are required for this crashing process, and to do a VLOOKUP, to make it
Okay.
easy for the VLOOKUP, what they are doing is rearranging the columns or
Right.
copying and creating duplicate columns of the
Mm-hmm.
same information.
Okay.
Okay, so what they're doing is in T-Mobile Act tab, service number, customer name, SIM, IMEI are moved in front of spiff and commission, just rearranging the columns.
Rearranging the columns. Okay.
Okay, you see this one you will not see any difference because we have moved them already. SIM, IMEI from here, starting from service number, customer name, SIM, IMEI, we moved from the other side to here. If you see
Okay.
further down, you will be seeing the, you see here, service
Yes, I
number,
can.
customer
Yeah.
name, SIM, IMEI.
Mm-hmm.
I just selected these columns,
And
made a
copied it.
copy, and inserted in front of spiff and commissions because this is
Correct.
what we are interested in.
Right.
And in T-Mobile Act, product type, activity type, SMD, act date are moved after the plan code. So again, we are reshuffling the columns,
Mm-hmm.
and just to make sure it will be, you see this plan code, product type, activity type. We are rearranging these columns right next to each other just to make sure it will be easy for our VLOOKUP activity.
Correct.
Refer the highlighted columns in Drupa file. But you can see, if you see this file is actually having both my version, and if it is with R, it means it is done by Rupa.
Okay.
So if you see the T-Mobile Act, all these highlighted in different color, those are the
Right.
ones that are moved.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New columns added in PP upgrade for VLOOKUP from T-Mobile tab.
T-Mobile activation. Okay.
Now she is going back. Now she rearranged the columns in T-Mobile Act tab. Okay,
Okay.
this
Okay.
tab. She rearranged the columns here, and now she went into PP upgrade, added columns because we
Okay.
want the phone number, customer name, SIM
Mm-hmm.
number, IMEI, SPIF. All these are added columns.
Right.
Columns added are phone, customer, SIM, IMEI, SPIF, commission, monthly plan code. Basically, what we are doing is we are getting all the T-Mobile tab activation information into our DSR postpaid and upgrade tab.
Right. Right.
So, and we are applying the formula basically from 1
Hmm.
to 14 and getting all that
Okay.
information. Column, do you know VLOOKUP formula, how to apply and do a VLOOKUP?
No. No, actually, no, I haven't worked with VLOOKUP, but I know the concept. I went through it. It's just like a usual join that you do on two
Right,
tables, database tables,
right.
right?
You are good. You are. I'm sure you are aware of the ETL process, right?
Yes. Right.
So what we do is basing on a primary key, we try to get the
Correct.
data pulled into a separate table, for our
Right.
analysis and reporting purposes.
Exactly. Right.
So
That's
that is the same concept here, but we do it by
yes.
using a formula in Excel.
Right.
Okay, so basically based on few fields, the three fields that are taken for that VLOOKUP are phone, SIM, IMEI.
IMEI. Okay.
Basing these three, whenever there is a match, they will check the SWIFT and amount that we are paid.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's say these are the common field, these are the new fields that are added in that PP underscore upgrade.
Okay.
I just this is very detailed. If you follow these steps exactly, you will be able to perform everything.
Right.
So in PP upgrade, once you have all that, apply filter on the SPIF and select not applicable.
Okay.
So basically what they're doing is first when they started off, they have done by phone number.
Uh-huh.
So first they took phone number as the primary between those
Primary.
two tabs.
Right.
Afterwards, for all the fields where the amount was matching,
Matching.
you see the SPIF. If the SPIF is there,
Mm-hmm.
you see all the amounts that has SPIF.
Right.
So if you are getting a match from the T-Mobile tab with the
Right.
SPIF amount, they are going to the next round. What they are doing is whichever is coming as not applicable, they are
Not
selecting that one
mm-hmm.
because first they are doing the crashing based on the primary key.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, let's say if there are no matching records based on the phone number, then they are doing the next matching based on SIM number. Do a
SIM
VLOOKUP on the
numbers.
SIM. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And after SIM, the third one they are doing with the base of IMEI.
IMEI. Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now all the fallouts, if if it is a match based on phone number,
Mm-hmm.
there is no color.
Okay.
They're keeping a color code differentiation. If it is
Right.
matching SIM number, they're
Uh-huh.
color coding it as purple.
Right.
If it is green, it is IMEI match.
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's how their these differentiators are applied.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you want to sort.
Client.
Jatin?
Okay.
So that's how they are taking first primary key to be the phone number, second primary key to
To
be the SIM number, third
SIM
primary
number.
key to be the IMEI number.
IMEI number. Right.
So any record that is matching, they are pulling it into a different, they are giving a different color coding to the matching records for
Correct.
that particular
Right.
primary key.
Right.
And if it is still not applicable, after
Uh-huh.
three matching the primary based on the three primary keys, then those are considered to be the fallouts. So what they're
Okay.
doing is what T-Mobile will do after they're sending a monthly file, and after 1 week or 10 days, within 1 week, 10 days, they will send one more file,
Okay.
which is called uncarrier file. You see this
Okay.
commissions uncarrier.
Right.
So basically, this is nothing but all the missing or
Not
reconciliations.
applicable records,
You can't say not applicable because they
but the
don't
missing
know what are
information.
applicable, right? So what
Sorry.
T-Mobile does is T-Mobile is sending us this commissions all file first
Uh-huh.
as soon as the month period is done, and after a week they are doing a reconciliation on their side and sending us this commissions uncarrier.
Okay. Okay.
So they are sending us. We are not doing anything.
Okay. Got
First
it.
this first they gave us commissions all.
Right.
So we converted this one as a one of our tab team up, and from there we extracted only the postpaids and upgrades, which are activations or reactivations, and we
Uh-huh.
created a tab called T-Mobile underscore act.
Right.
And same we did for from our end also on the DSR, and we created that PP underscore upgrade. We added
Okay.
fields and we did a data mapping from the T-Mobile underscore act tab.
Right.
Whichever is matching based on three primary keys, we gave different color coding for the matching records.
Right.
So all that are not matching, we left them there with status NA.
Right.
Okay, we will come back to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, within 1 week or 10 days, we will receive this commissions and carrier statement from T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So the next step will be we will get the T-Mobile uncarrier. You see this uncarrier UNCR1.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah, so we copy all that. Now add new tab UNCR1 and data from the file received in email as uncarrier statement. Crash the current
Mm-hmm.
PP upgrade file against uncarrier. So,
Uncarrier state.
so
Okay.
based on the first file what they give, we already pulled out the matching records. But
Right.
after a week or 10 days, again we are getting a reconciled file. So
Right.
if they have missed anything or if there is an update on the record that is already given to us, they are
Right.
sending it as a uncarrier statement. So
Okay.
what we do is, and all the remove and reapply filter and select only blanks on the valid common in valid column in PP upgrade. Now if you see
Okay.
the PP upgrade,
Mm-hmm.
we have added fields, right? One of
Yes.
the fields is valid. Now, this valid or not valid, how we are deciding is whenever there is a match. Let's say first when we use the primary key as uh, phone number,
Mm-hmm.
we first you see this valid. We call them as valid.
Right.
Now afterwards we did a crash based on SIM number.
Okay.
So you see all these are in purple.
Right.
So we are writing valid SIM. Now again
Right.
for all that valid IMEIs, we are giving a different color coding and mentioning
Correct.
valid IMEI.
Mm-hmm.
And there are few not applicables, right?
Right.
Those not applicables are what we select. Okay, we
Okay.
select those not non-applicables and do a crash with the uncarrier file, this uncarrier
Okay.
tab.
Okay.
Again we repeat the same thing. We check based
Okay.
on the phone number, service
Okay.
number, SIM number, IMEI number.
IMEI number. Right.
Okay,
Okay.
and whichever is matching, we are calling them as where is this? Valid uncarrier, and we are giving a
Valid
color
carrier.
coding for it.
Right.
So in PP upgrade, apply filter on the valid and select not applicables. do a VLOOKUP on the service number. So the same thing is being repeated
Okay.
based on the phone number, SIM number, and IMEI. And
Right.
here we are color coding it as orange color.
Orange color. Right.
Right. In the SPIF column filter, uncheck NA. In the valid column, comment as valid uncarrier for all the filtered results with orange.
Okay.
Okay, based on
Okay.
phone or service number.
Phone or
Only
service number.
phone or service number. We are not looking when you are doing a crash against uncarrier statement. You are doing it based only on phone or service number.
Service number. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are leaving that PP upgrade and we are going. We are applying a filter on DSR and select only data features from product column. Service number is the last
Okay.
number, right? Yeah, service number is nothing but phone number. Okay, so now we are going to the DSR column. In the
Right.
product column, we are unchecking all of these
Right.
and we are selecting only data feature.
Data feature. Right.
Okay,
Okay.
and from activity column, deselect, deact, and OK to
Yeah.
apply the filters. So basically, again, we are interested only in activations and reactivations. We are not
Reactivate.
interested to know the deactivations.
Deactivation.
So that
Right.
filter. Now all this data is filtered. Now uh, we are copying that into a new
Data.
tab called DSR underscore data feature.
Data feature. Right.
Okay. Now there are
Okay.
different types of data features. One is the data feature, PHP, international, prepaid, message, other. Okay. These are just for information purpose.
Okay.
Now in the DSR DF, you are adding a new column
Type.
and yeah, type. Based on the product code, determine the type from DF categories tab.
Okay.
These are the DF categories.
Okay.
So based on the product code, this is the product code. So any code
Okay.
that is here, that comes under data feature. If it
Okay.
is in this codes, then it is a PHP. If it is here, it is international. So again, we do a
Okay.
quick VLOOKUP on all the data feature tab.
Okay.
Okay, Jatin, hold on for a minute.
Sure.